Only Peacemakers Can Go to Heaven, Part 7 of 9, on Between Master and Disciples, held in English.
Warning, sensitive images.
Phật đã xa đời, Chúa đã lên ngôi. Hôm nay chỉ còn có con người ngậm ngùi dắt dìu nhau trong cơn tăm tối.
And now he recognized this so-called rebellious region, but the Russians have been back in this region already since long ago.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
After Crimea, they backed some of the region, I think 2 regions, to become rebellious and stay away from Ukraine. United, no more.
With the stroke of a pen, Russian President Vladimir Putin claimed to redraw the map of Europe. He recognized the self-declared republics Donetsk and Luhansk that for nearly 8 years have been partially controlled by Russian-backed separatists. In Donetsk tonight, pro-Russian Ukrainians wave Russian flags after Putin called Ukraine a colony with a puppet regime and warned of further fights.
In the beginning, they say that the Crimea requested to join Russia, and they all said because of financial support and all that, I don't know what. Any excuse will do. So they annexed Crimea, and then after that, other regions follow suit, and Russia also, of course, back them. It's their advantage, no?
Yes.
I don't think the Russian people wanted to do that. It's just the politicians, the ambitious leaders. So now that they have some region boiling with conflict, President Putin can ask his military to move there. Breakaway region, we can move in. It's not Ukraine anymore, blah, blah. Any excuse.
Yes.
So he doesn't have to even openly or grandly invade Ukraine. It just destabilizes it.
Right.
Yes.
It's bad enough already for the world to be on its feet.
Yes, Master.
See, politics is very dirty, very ugly, and very, very gruesome. They don't care about innocent people dying. They don't care about destroying people's homes. They don't care about destabilizing peace. They just do it because of their ego, because of their ambition, just because they can.
Right, Master.
Yes, Master.
You should not do it just because you have the power to do it. You should do anything because it's necessary. That's how a leader should be. You have to consider other citizens' welfare, peace, happiness. They don't want much from the government. Normally, if life is peaceful, they work, they earn their own living, they take care of their family, they pay taxes. They're peaceful.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Only the big head leader on the top are always causing trouble in the world since time immemorial already.
Right.
Yes.
It's not just in Ukraine. Things are simmering elsewhere as well. Even Nepal, a very remote country on top of the world,
Yes, Master.
there's still simmering conflict between U.S. and China because they want the land for influence, for power, for control. Not just want the land, but then they can control the region, the neighboring countries. If Ukraine is taken, Russia is expanded, and they will have their military, all kinds of equipment. They're ready for other neighbors if they need it.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
Master. Yes,
Yeah,
Master.
that's a problem. You see, first Crimea and now other regions. I forgot the names of Ukrainian language. I couldn't spell it now, but you find out.
Yes, Master.
And then now these regions become separated. Maybe not officially, but it is. And then they want to negotiate, they want to be separated also, and blah, 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 and then Russia can come in.
Right,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
In Vietnam, we say, trai cò, đánh nhau ngư ông đắc lợi, meaning a flamingo and an oyster are fighting with each other. The flamingo wants to eat the oyster, and the oyster slams its shell. And then the flamingo cannot eat him but gets stuck there.
Yes.
So both of them are fighting each other. And the fisherman came and he took them both.
Oh.
That's what the idiom is about, you see?
Yes,
Right,
Master.
Master.
Similarly, if you fight with each other within the country, then the foreign country can take advantage of that and make you suffer.
Right. Yes.
That's why Vietnam suffered for so long. 30 years or 20-something years. It was after the Geneva Accord, the war already began again between the North and the South. They fought each other, killed each other, and then many foreign forces came in to help. So-called help would make it worse. You see, so many people suffer, so many people die, and the effect is still going on. With Agent Orange, many people, many children were born handicapped, blind or sick, suffering a lot. Not just during the war, it still continues. And many bombs, landmines, and everywhere are still killing people.
Right, Master.
Yes, Master.
Not just in Vietnam, but everywhere. Everywhere where conflict has broken out before.
Yes, that's right.
Many people still die or are maimed or handicapped because of landmines. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Viet lost sight in one eye, nearly lost both legs. His friend Vo was killed. Another grim statistic in one of the deadliest legacies of the Vietnam War.
And spend a lot of money to demine is still not enough.
Yes, Master.
War is really hell. Only people who sit in a safe palace will order war, big or small.
Right, Master.
Yes, Master.
But now Russia is trying to eat Ukraine one bite at a time. So I don't know. It's just a matter of time. Whatever happens, we don't know.
Right, yes, Master.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know all these ugly, hellish people that try to harm others. It's not only Putin, but the backing army also.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
He cannot do that alone. But it seems like he controls everything in Russia. And the karma of the world, don't forget.
Oh, yes, Master.
Yes.
So the humans are the cause of everything. The humans' bad behavior, violent way of life is directly or indirectly the root cause of everything, of war, of pandemic, of zoonotic diseases, of any conflict, of any economic problem, drought, flood, fire, everything. We are responsible for everything.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Cannot just blame Putin or anyone alone. But also I told you before, if Biden is the president, things will get terrible.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Right,
Master.
They will lose the trust of the international community. See? They are not so warm with America.
Right,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Vice President Joe Biden met Vladimir Putin. He told him he had no soul. More recently, he said he was a killer. Mr. Putin hit back. Takes one to know one.
By the way, this never would have happened with us had I been in office. Not even thinkable. This would never have happened.
If Trump was there, he was more friendly with Russia and they would be on better terms.
Yes,
Yes,
And
Master.
this would not have happened. I told you already.
Oh,
I told you already I cry not because Trump lost. I don't care about Trump or not Trump, anybody, as long as they're good for their country and the world. It's okay.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Right, Master.
I cry so much, even openly or privately, because I knew things will happen.
oh,
Terrible things will happen to many countries and for the world as well.
yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
All right, now we just have to watch whatever unfolds. Terrible. Any more questions, my love? Of course, I try my best to help whatever I can.
Oh, thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master, so much.
Heaven's always trying to help.
Yes, thank heavens. Yes, Master.
It's just that we cannot dissolve everything when it's too bad and too solid and too established, like human karma, for example.
Yes, Master.
And they don't change. If you want to go south, but keep heading north and nobody can help you.
That's true.
Right.
Right, Master.
They cannot bring your house from the south to the north to accompany you, no?
Yes.
That's right, Master.
Or whatever you want to find in the south, you have to go south to find it.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
yes.
Just like a joke, like the man is looking under the street light, keeps looking on the ground, and the neighbor asks him, "What are you looking for?" He said, "For the key to the house." The neighbor asked, "But where did you lose it?" He says, "Somewhere else." He said, "Then why are you looking here?" He says, "Because here's brighter." As the lamp. See what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Master.
Yeah, I know it's funny, but many people do that. Just because it's convenient, they do things that are not logical.
Right, Master.
Yes.
And Putin, because of this, he will go to hell with his armies. That is the thing. Very sad thing. Even if he invades Ukraine, he will not get anything out of it. He cannot have more palaces out of it. For what, right?
Right, Master.
Right.
Master.
He cannot have more taxes. For what? You know, he can only spend so much per day. And eat so much only to his fill. So it's very, very stupid to make war. But also the West is to blame many other things from Crimea on already and before that. The different world leaders, they group together, they have the same interests, same ambition. And so if the war is divided into different groups, they're bound to have war.
All right, Master.
Yes, Master.
Because of a matter of interest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interest and ego, and also to spend war money because of weapons production. They show off.
Oh, yes.
And the people who produce the weapons want to sell.
Right.
These are conflicts of interest that are about to happen if the war is not harmonized with each other.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
If one big country wants to oppress a smaller, weaker country because they can. There was a song that came to my mind right now. I don't know the whole song. I just heard it sometime before. It's very famous from Dolly Parton.
Yes, Master.
Okay. She begged one of the women. Maybe it's not her story, but it was very, very real. It seemed very true.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
She said, "You can have any man you want, but I cannot love again. Please don't take my man just because you can."
That's right.
Yes, Master.
Please don't take him just because you can.
You see, because that girl, she probably is too beautiful, too attractive, or she knows how. And so she can take any man she wants. Probably she has dozens of them. But for this woman, this is the man she loves.
That's right.
Yes.
And the man that loves her, or maybe used to love her until this extraordinary, attractive woman came along in between them.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Master.
So she says, "You can have any man, but don't take mine just because you can."
That's right,
Yes,
Master.
Yeah, because she knows this woman is very powerful. And she tried. She already wants to take her man. So she begged her
Yes.
not to do it just because that woman can. She's powerful enough. You see the same in politics. You don't invade people. You don't provoke people. You don't show off your might to embarrass other nations' leaders or to frighten other country citizens just because you can.
Right,
Right.
Master.
Yes, true.
That's equal to being bully and coward at the same time.
Right.
You see, because you don't have enough heroism in you. You don't have enough decency in you to know that you have the power but not use it for unjustified cause.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Even if you make excuses, the whole of humankind will know it. The whole heavens, universe know it. Doesn't matter what kind of talk you make. Doesn't matter how many excuses you have. It's all nonsense. It's all just bloodthirsty. It's all just warmonger ambition.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes,
Master.
Master. Right.
I don't know. This human race crazy. The karma they make and the way they don't change is so crazy. There's not much we should talk about. I just hope they change. Because they change it very quick. The Buddha says, if you put down the knife, the button, the knife, you can become Buddha.
Wow.
Right away even.
Wow.
Yes, Master.
Is it true also?
Này anh, này em ơi, hãy cùng tôi góp lời thiết tha nguyện cầu cho muôn loài an vui. Kiếp kiếp đời đời sinh hy sinh, cầu cho muôn loài thôi đắm chìm u minh.
A human body in no way resembles those that were born for ravenous. It hath no hawk's bill, no sharp talon, no roughness of teeth, no such strength of stomach or heat of digestion as can be sufficient to convert or alter such heavy and fleshy fare. Plutarch, Vegetarian.